Okay, so that's recording. Share the screen. Okay, so thank you so much, guys, for joining. We're going to be talking a bit about the doTERRA business opportunity, and if you've seen it around and have been a little bit curious and just want to find out a little bit more, we're just going to give you a bit more information and explain our journeys, I guess, with doTERRA, and hopefully answer as many questions as you might have. So my name's Kim Reid. I'm the founder of the Freedom Tribe. So I started with doTERRA 2.5 years ago. So before doTERRA, I was working managing early childhood centres and doing a bit of a very different role to what I'm doing now, and was in an office job and really was just looking for something a little bit different, something that I could do from home, and really wanted to have my own business. So when I came across doTERRA, I fell in love with the products and just saw it as a really great business opportunity for myself to live that lifestyle that I was really looking for. So I started, as I said, 2.5 years ago, and it's been one of the best decisions that I've ever made. And I'm really looking forward to sharing more about the business with you guys.
Hi, my name's Alicia. I am a diamond leader with doTERRA. I started just slightly over 2 years ago. The reason why I got involved was I was after the business opportunity. I really loved the oils, and my husband worked and I was a stay-at-home mum, and I'd been at home for about 5 years with my kids. And I was looking for work and finding it hard to get back into the workforce after being out for such a long time. So it kind of pushed me in the direction of starting my own business. So I started it more on a part-time basis to make a bit of pocket money on the side. And then not long after starting, my husband lost his job. So that really made me go full steam, trying to make it a full-blown business. And so have been doing it for 2 years now, and it's become more of a passion for me at this point. So, yeah.
Okay, so I hope that you guys know a bit about doTERRA and know about the company. Obviously, it's an essential oil company. They have other products as well, so I guess they're more of a wellness company, but the essential oils are definitely one of their strongest selling products. So what makes doTERRA different is definitely the quality of their oils, definitely the integrity of the company. So they're such a beautiful company that makes sure that they can give back to their wellness advocates, us, and also to the world as much as possible. So they do have the Healing Hands Foundation. If you don't know much about doTERRA or don't know much about the oils, I really suggest that you take a look at one of the other online classes that I've done, or hopefully you can get to an in-person class. But I think it's really important to learn as much as you can about this company if this is something you're interested about. We will be covering more about the business than giving education on the oils. But if you do have any other questions, please let us know. But when I came across doTERRA, as I said, I was looking for some sort of business to do from home, but I didn't want it just to be any product. I wanted it to be something that I really felt good about and really aligned with. And when I came across the oils and had immediate results with my children, and just really got to know more about the company and the Healing Hands Foundation, I knew straight away that that's something that I wanted to be a part of, and something that I wanted to put my name to and really felt comfortable sharing with my friends and family. So when I started my business, there was just no question about sharing it with other people because I felt really aligned with what they had to offer.
Yeah, so that was the same for me. I feel like the product really does sell itself, and when people make the decision to give the oils a try, it really doesn't take them long to realise how amazingly effective they are, and then they just have that need to share the oils organically. So whether or not they choose to do it as a business or not, it's a natural progression of sharing anyway. So I was sharing the oils, but I really came to it for the business model. So Kim came to me and said, "I want to look at this business." And he went through the business model with me, and it didn't take me long to see how remarkable it really was and how much potential there was. So obviously this is a business, and I think it's important to think of it as a business. So as far as businesses go, if you think about it in a traditional sense, you're obviously going to be getting a pretty large mortgage loan straight up for your normal brick and mortar store. There's going to be insurances and a lot of employment and things that you're going to be having to outlay beforehand. And 50% of businesses fail, and you tend to not make an income statistically in your first 2 years. So this seemed like a real no-brainer. It's virtually no risk. All I had to do was buy oils, which I loved anyway. And the money I was outlaying, I was getting something for it anyway. So it really didn't seem like much of it was a no-brainer. So basically, it's a modern business model. It's network marketing, which basically means networking, having conversations. We live on an online world. We are all sitting on our phone all the time anyway, talking to people and reaching out, and we can literally reach every single part of the globe at the touch of our computer. So it really is a perfect business model for our modern world. And if you're not doing it, you should be jumping on board, because that's the way our world is going. We're heading in that direction. And you really don't have to have a brick and mortar business and be working 8 to 12 hours a day and coming home late and struggling with childcare and making minimum wage. It's really just not the world we live in anymore. And the money part of network marketing, when I saw the business model, I did have a too good to be true kind of look at it, because it was amazing. How could that possibly be true? And I guess the way to think about it is companies like doTERRA, who make their beautiful essential oils, they commit to giving out a percentage of their bottles sold. And the reason why they're able to pay us so well is because, unlike traditional businesses, they're not paying for brick and mortar stores. They are not paying for PR. They are not paying for HR. They're not paying for that recruiting and teaching new staff members who are working for minimum wage and aren't motivated to sell their product. They're getting us wellness advocates who are passionate about what we do. We're working for ourselves, so we're willing to, in the beginning, put in the hard work and be recruiting for them and teaching and going into people's homes and sharing the oil from a completely heartfelt point of view. We've got our families in mind, and we want big things for our family. So we're growing their business, and as a result, they reward us highly, and that's why they can do that. There's just very little outlay for them, and they've got passionate people behind them working with them. So network marketing is a beautiful thing. It can have some negative associations. doTERRA is an incredibly authentic company. It's all about sharing, and the money we make is all about products being sold. Just like any traditional business, you go into a shoe shop, you buy a product, they make money. Same here, oils we bought, we make some money from that. It's completely authentic and just like any business model. Another thing to remember about network network marketing, which there's often misconceptions, is people tend to think people at the top make all the money. I tend to tell people that that's the traditional business model that they're involved in that actually has that structure. In network marketing, you're absolutely not limited by anyone above you. The harder you work, the further you go, and you can easily outrank the person above you if they're not working as hard. There's no limitations there. So the reason why I love this business model is it offers me the flexibility. I can literally work my business from any beach in any part of the world, as long as I've got my phone or a laptop in my lap and I can contact people and make those connections, I can run my business. If I want to travel the world, that actually grows my business. Traveling actually is helping my business grow. So that's what that offers me. It offers me time to be at home with my family. I've since retired my husband, or semi-retired. He keeps dabbling in working, and Kim's done the same. Her and her husband have retired, and we can just enjoy focusing on the connections we've made through doTERRA and go wherever our hearts take us. And that's really probably the big one. So, yeah.
Great. Okay, so the tribe, so the Freedom Tribe, that is our team. So when I started doTERRA, I set up a beautiful group for our team.
Oh, I fancy that. We're only talking about him the other day too. So were they...
Should we just mute? Sorry, guys. Whoever's joining in, can you please just make
it's
sure.
Funny, I couldn't find... I found Jody on Facebook, but there was no pictures of him. There was nothing, no indication. So, oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, sorry, guys. I'm just going to make sure everyone is muted. Okay, awesome. Okay, so when I started the team, we named ourselves the Freedom Tribe because we all agreed that I guess that's the ultimate goal of our businesses, was to create that time and financial freedom. So the Freedom Tribe has grown significantly in the last couple of years, and we have a really beautiful community of like-minded people that really love the products and love supporting each other and working together to grow our businesses. There's lots of mamas on our team. We've got wellness and life coaches. We've got wellness professionals. We've got chiropractors. We've actually got GPs, myotherapists, hand therapists,
occupational therapists, social workers, highly educated women,
and men. And we have passionate wellness entrepreneurs. So just people that see this as an incredible business opportunity, love the products, and want to create this lifestyle for themselves and their families as well. So we do have a beautiful team. We catch up very often on team calls. We have different leaders that teach our team all about how to run the businesses and their success and all their tips and things like that. We have regular catch-ups. We actually have our very first team retreat later this year. So we're all getting together for a retreat in some bell tents, so with lots of yoga and good food and just forming those connections together. So a really, really beautiful team of like-minded people, and we're all about sisterhood, freedom, and essential oils. So that's our main goals, is to be able to be there for each other, work towards that freedom, and obviously it all comes down to the essential oils.
Okay, so what's involved in the business? I guess this is a bit of a snapshot of what your day looks like if you decide to do this as a business. So it's network marketing for a reason. It's all about networks. It's all about connections and conversations. So quite often people say, I don't know a lot of people, or they don't want to sell to their friends. That's really not what this is about. It's about having conversations with your friend is definitely a starting off point, and quite often they want to support you and they want to learn about what it is you're doing, which is great. So it is. You share with them what it is you're doing, and then you have some workshops. So start having workshops, start asking people if they would consider having workshops for you to learn about the essential oils. Then it really is about tapping into those networks. So 100 people, and then you host a workshop for someone, that person knows 100 people. So it's all about tapping into those networks and continuing those relationships and connecting with new people. So in the beginning, it does start out with sharing the opportunity and sharing the oils with the people immediately around you, which is quite a natural thing to do, because in the beginning you're going to be excited and you're going to want to share that. And in the end, they're going to see how successful you are with it. They're going to see how passionate you are and all of the things that the opportunity offers and all the amazing stories that you and people around them have had with the oils. And they're going to want to organically jump on board with that, and they're going to want to try the oils naturally. And it really is this flow-on effect. So conversations, constant conversations, which, as we know, if you've been using the oils, just happens all by itself. Then that person eventually starts sharing it with their friends and they want to know more about it. It really is quite this thing that naturally quite evolves. So duplication is another important one. So you're going to spend a lot of your time mentoring your new team as well. So workshops, conversations, and mentoring. So you're going to find like-minded people who decide that they want to do this journey with you, and you're going to help them share it with their network, and you're going to go help them get started on their business journey. And that duplication process really comes into play then. So that recreation, so doing for them what you've done for yourself, and then they can then go out and do the same for themselves, and just supporting them through that, and being a leader so that they can then lead their team. We have created a lot of these systems already for you. So once you come on board, the education is already there. You just need to point them in the right direction and hold their hand and really create more of that sisterhood, which really is just people lifting others up and helping them to succeed. So my day tends to look like going to my school, picking up my kids. Someone will talk to me about something. They'll tell me someone's got conjunctivitis, and I'll say, here, have some lavender oil. And then they will start talking about those results with people that are around them. Then I'll sit in my car and wait for the kinder to let out. And while I'm sitting in the car, I'll have a few conversations with my team members to see where they are for the month, see if I can support them with anything. I might follow up on someone who had a workshop, or someone who said they wanted to have a workshop. I might give them a call and lock in a date, or see how they're getting on with their oils, or all these little conversations. If I'm folding my washing, I might be watching a webinar or some sort of education training. I'm really incorporating it into my life and just making those connections happen as much as I can. So that really is what it is. It's about a little bit about personal development and a lot about creating relationships. Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay, the support. So as you can probably tell by all the information we've given you about our team, there's plenty of support. So the person that you join up with, they will be there to mentor and train you. So they will be giving you that weekly or daily support, whatever I guess you need for yourself, and they'll be linking you in with our mentor program. So we've got an online mentor program which goes through everything you need to know to run a business. Like, it'll teach you how to reach out to people and give them samples. It'll teach you about how to actually run a class. It'll teach you about how you get paid and how all of that works. So it's really a step-by-step how to run your business program that's online. We have our weekly team calls, so where you connect with the larger Freedom Tribe, but then also you'll have a smaller team group that you'll connect with as well that will support you. And you will get an accountability buddy, so that's usually the person that you join up with, so they'll be there to keep you accountable if that's what you need, and just really there to support you and help you with any any questions that you might have. There's heaps of self-development. So if you're thinking right now, oh, I don't know if I can do this, or I don't know if I can get up and talk in front of a group, or whatever those fears are, I promise you most of us have had all of those exact same fears, and there's lots of support and training and self-development there to help you bust through those fears that we all have. I definitely had all those fears, and getting up and doing public speaking was definitely one of my biggest fears. And I just really thought to myself, well, okay, am I going to give up this opportunity just because I'm a bit frightened to get up and talk in front of people? When I really had that feeling that it was something that could change my life, which it obviously has. So I'm just so grateful that I felt the fear and did it anyway, and just got up there and did those classes. We do have a team website, so the Freedom Tribe website, which you can share with all your contacts and showcase how incredible our team is and what's available for other people. We have lots of training and events, and doTERRA have lots of training and events and conventions and leadership retreats, and there's loads of support. Support is probably not something people would need to worry about, because there is just so much out there, it's unbelievable. So if that's something you're worried about, please do not be, because you will get more support than probably what you need. Okay, Leash.
Okay, so this is just a snapshot about, so doTERRA release every year their average incomes for each rank. So there are quite a few ranks before the ones you see here, I think maybe 4. Yeah. The 4 before this are really relatively quite easy to achieve over a 6-month period, depending on the speed that you go. Silver really is the rank where I guess it's quite life-changing money, to the point where it's going to really make a difference in the home. So the way they calculate this is they take the silvers and they take their income over a 12-month period and divide it by 12. So this isn't the monthly one, this is the yearly one, over a year. So silvers is approximately 26,000. These are actually all American figures too. So it's 20% more in Australian dollars, because we do get it at a conversion rate, but I'm just going to say the figures that we see here. So silver is approximately 26,000 a year extra. For you to achieve silver, you need 3 people underneath you, and each month they need to each come up with 3,000 volume. And I know those 3 people seems like a decent amount, but something to remember is those 3 people have quite a few people under them, quite a few customers at that point, quite a few people making monthly orders and possibly even doing the business with them. So it's not just them that have to come up with that 3,000, it's all their customers and other builders below them that they have. So it's actually a very achievable goal to reach. We'll go into that in a lot more depth in further training. If you're wanting to learn about the compensation plan, we'll go into it a little bit here. So gold is approximately 52,000 a year. Gold is what I hit in 12 months of doing the business, keeping in mind that I spent a good at least 6 months really taking it slow, and then I really fast-tracked it after the 6-month period, and then hit gold at the 12-month period. Platinum is a little over 100,000 a year. Kim hit platinum within her first 12 months, just to put an idea in your head about how long it does take. Diamond rank, which is what I am now, is over 200,000 a year. So that took me almost exactly 2 years to hit diamond. And blue diamond, which is 450,000 a year, which is what Kim hit at her 2-year mark. And presidential diamond is actually 1.3 million American per year on average. So these are just averages. It's not a salary, it's not an income. So the moment you hit these ranks, you don't start getting paid that amount like an income. It's an average based on the people who are at those ranks. So yeah.
Yeah, great. Thanks. Okay, so the compensation plan. So as Alicia said, there's quite in-depth training out there on the compensation plan. So I'm just going to touch on this, basically how we get paid. So we do get paid we get paid weekly. So the fast start, that's all about just, I guess, what we sell. So if we go and do a workshop and people buy some oils from us, or if we chat to a mum at school and the mum buys some oils off us, we will get paid fast start, which is a percentage, and we get paid that weekly. So weekly commissions for that. On top of that weekly payment, there are a number of bonuses. So these bonuses we get paid on a monthly basis. So these start from the leadership ranks that we went through before. So there's what's called a power of 3 bonus. So when you've got your 3 leaders, that you start to get a bonus for that. There's uni level commissions, so bonuses for everyone within your organisation. And then there's leadership bonus pools, which are out of this world incredible. And I really encourage you to check out the compensation plan in more detail if this interests you. But there are plenty of ways that we get paid those amounts that Alicia went through before.
And if this is something you're really wanting to take further, contact either of us or the person that sent you here, and we will be happy to go through all of this in depth with you and sit down and really work through it with you. Okay, so if you decide that this is something you want to do, or even if you don't, if you just want to maybe try the oils and see if they're for you and you haven't yet, the way you get started is you go back to the person who you've been dealing with, or who you've been learning about the oils through, and you get your kit. So you start off with your oils and start using your oils in your home with your family, and start getting intimate with them and creating your own stories to share. The oil sharing kit is the entrepreneur's kit. So that really is a very large kit for people who are really wanting to fast track their business and share a lot of oils with people. There's the home essentials kit, which I would say probably over 90% of people end up going with. It's a really good value kit. You get your 10 main oils that you actually share in your workshop. So they're all you really need to start your business. So it gives you your 10 oils and your diffuser, which is a really important tool to have. And it also, all of these kits actually give you your account. So that gives you access to wholesale prices, the same prices that we get and our customers also get. It's also where we run our business from. It's where we look at our commissions and our organisation, and where absolutely everything is run from. There's also the Essentials Collection kit. So there's quite a few that you can start off with. So once you get your kit, we can link you into our mentor program and start you with a little bit of training and get you in amongst our tribe and start heading you in the right direction. Whoever you decide to sign up with, they will come and help you, probably, depending on what area you're in, come and help you host your first class and teach you how to do that, and really hold your hand through the whole thing. Yeah.
Okay, so the next step. So if this is something you want to move forward with, if it's something that resonates with you and that you want to live that lifestyle of being able to spend more time with your family or more time doing whatever you wish to do, then I guess, as Alicia said, that's just when you reach out. So if you came to this webinar through Alicia, please reach out to Alicia. If you came through me, please reach out to me. Or if someone else referred you to come and watch this, please reach out to them and they will be able to help you get started, or even just answer any questions you have. So if you want to just set up a phone call and go through any questions, please do that. Now I'm going to stop sharing. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to write it in the chat. There's a little chat section there. Or if you would like to unmute yourself and ask a question, please feel free to do that as well.